Hey everyone, it's obsoleteXeo, and I'm here with a video review of the LittleBigPlanet Conspiracy by Whaleman93. And initially, I was not going to review this level because Whaleman93 did not seem an active participant on the Little Big Workshop forum. Sometimes you'll get those people who post a few times, request a video review, and never come back to even see their review. And I had doubts about it, so I was basically just going to move on to a different level and review that. However, Towers, one of the leaders on the Little Big Review group, somewhat persuaded me to review his level because it helps other people out. And again, that's one of my goals. And so, hopefully, this video, even if Whaleman does not even see his own video review of his level, I hope it helps people out there in their to improve and whatnot. First of all, in the beginning, this is quite a big problem. I was able to jump to the left, and that was not part of the level. So basically, there's a problem there. You never want to do that in a level. Let me say that in the beginning there, you probably could not detect it, but this is somewhat of a play on Conspiracies. I'm not really sure how you pronounce his name, but he's on the LittleBigPlanet Central forum, and he's an excellent creator. He made the Aperture Science series, and which was basically somewhat similar to Portal, the game. And here, Whaleman not plagiarizes, I guess, but it's very, very similar to that plot line. And so, in that sense, it's not very original, and it just felt stale to me in the beginning. Before I even played the level, I read the text that he had there, and the story seemed like not one that he had created by himself, and that really shunned me away from even beginning to play this level. So I must say that right there was a platform that was very shaky. So overall, in the beginning here, I'm somewhat feeling like this is not a very well put together level. There's not that much detail. It seems very basic platforming, gameplay wise. The lighting is rather poor. Just the overall aesthetics are not very pleasing. So overall, it's just a typical LittleBigPlanet level made by someone who is enjoying the creative tools, but he's not really expressing much originality and creativity. It's just a typical LittleBigPlanet level, which is nothing bad. I mean, this was not a completely terrible level, but it doesn't feel engrossing. It didn't engross me into the level with its design or gameplay or anything. Here, there's a very basic element, swinging axe-like spike thing to dodge. It's just boresome, and it's not very enjoyable. So one tip I can give you guys is maybe try and make something original. If you are to go about a level, there's two ways you can do it. Try and make something original. If you see a lot of levels out there that you really, really enjoy, take those ideas, think about it for a while, and don't copy them, but instead try and make an original idea of your own that's similar to that, or different, but very, very unique. I can't really explain it further than that. It's just a ability that some people have. Or the second way that you can go about things is to use what's already been done. For example, platforming is a very old genre and has been done many, many times, and you can do something very basic and something simple, but if you execute it properly, then it becomes enjoyable. So those are two very, very good options for creating, and a lot of times people don't really abide by those options. For example, here there is somewhat of a railway section, and as you've noticed, I've gone down it back and forth twice. This is because there is no effort to make it to where after you go up to the once, it just stops. Very, very basic. You can find stuff out there that does that, drop switches, for example, and that's a problem with LittleBigPlanet not helping creators, but in addition, it's laziness. However, there was one positive aspect to this level, and it is this section right here. Now, it is extremely basic gameplay. I'm just walking, but the dangers that you have are rather unique because they are moving sections that cause you to think about where you are on the plane, on which certain plane that you're in. It seemed like it was designed well. The materials went well together, but again, it's not even similar to previous sections in the level. There's no like cohesive design here. It's just very, very spread out, and without a central story to support that, this level just lacks a lot of things. And with that, I just want to end by saying, you know, while I didn't provide much help for you guys out there, this is a rather short review. I just want to say that spend some time if you're going to create a level. And you know, I'm going to go on a ramble here, even past the review, just to say that I spent maybe 50 hours plus on a level that I've previewed before in previous videos. Maybe I'll do a video response in case you guys have not seen that level. But I had spent 50 plus hours, played it, enjoyed it. It's a great level design-wise. It has good aesthetic, and it's pretty, and it functions really, really well. So, but there's no rewarding gameplay. In fact, there's almost little gameplay at all. And I was going for a story level, but the story itself is extremely vague, and there's nothing that really, you know, brings people back. It was supposed to be a level that you could replay. It would have great replayability because it would be a multi-path level that you could choose and then go back later and choose a different way, which I think is really rewarding to players if done properly. However, it just didn't feel, there wasn't like something that connected in, something that brought it together, that was fun, that people would like. It was really good to look at, but that was about it. So I just, after 50 plus hours and over a year of creating, back and forth, you know, coming back and stopping and continuing again creating, I just decided to drop it. Now, I may like somehow finish it without any story and just publish it just for the hell of it, just because I think I spent so much time working on it that it deserves a publish. However, it just does not, I don't know, it's not a level that I want to publish, really. So I started again on a completely new project. It looks fucking sexy, is part of my language, but it really does, and it's going to be a surrealism level. And so at this point in time, before I even started, I had a plan in mind, I had a story in mind, I had a goal in mind for my level, and I think it's going to come out great as long as I continue working on it and do not become apathetic with LittleBigPlanet creating like I am with everything else. And so I'm really excited for that. It's just, I really like creating things. It's very something I really like to do, and so going back to that, I'm really looking forward. If you don't really enjoy stuff like that, if you don't really have a plan for a level, and if you're just creating, while it's fun, if you do expect a video review or a review from various areas of your level, please do not expect very good feedback. You'll expect good feedback maybe to improve, but not good critique on the level itself. It would just be basically, you know, things to improve here, things to improve there. And I think a lot of times people are really taken aback by criticism. They don't know how to prepare for it. And if you don't really spend that much time on the level itself, don't really expect much of a good review that you'll enjoy. It might be a good review, but it won't be a positive one regarding your level. So I just want to hopefully help you guys out there, because, you know, I've been reading forums, I've been reading reviews. A lot of times people do not take criticism very well, and in consideration of this particular level, well, man, this was a decent level. I mean, it wasn't incredible, it wasn't terrible, it was very boresome, but it was playable. And so I just think that if you improve on creative things, on execution, gameplay, you know, you have potential to be a good creator, and I think that applies for a lot of people out there. So I know I've been extremely rambling on. I don't even know what I'm going to put here to, you know, entertain you guys besides my voice. But thanks for watching.